Welcome to
The Emancipating
Dunmer
Scion.
and Destiny.
We'll work on it.
Yeah. Okay. Prison? Hospital?
So yes, you do end up waking up inside a cell. It seems that someone stabilized you and left you to sleep it off. You are within a day or two brought in front of a tribunal of ordinators. You are not allowed to speak for yourself. In fact, silence is cast upon you. Well, they debate not your guilt, but whether this should be a temple problem or if you should be passed off to the Imperials. And they end up falling on that category. You are swiftly moved to the nearby city of Ebonheart, which within it contains a imperial fort that contains a prison structure. It seems like most of the conversation is centered on the fact that temple prisons are for temple members, and you are not that. You are ignored. So you are transferred to.
I can't. If silence is cast on me, I also can't hear anything. I might as well not be there.
Yeah, they just want to look at you.
Okay.
It helps sometimes to look at who you're talking about.
I have a half. No, I have a quarter finished prison tattoo on my back now.
So up until this point at the temple, you had been in complete isolation. In fact, in the dark, with a small slit at the bottom of the door that passed food through it. The imperial accommodations are much more comfortable, almost as if it's not for, a religious prison. Religious prisons suck. So you are instead transferred to the imperial fort, Ebonheart. It's a very quick boat ride, and you are on a prison transport ship with multiple guards around. I am going to ask, once you arrive in Ebonheart and are given, some time outside of your cell, what is one friend you make, one enemy you make, and how do you spend your time?
Okay. I spend my time. Okay, so is that so on the prison ride, on the ride between the two prisons, I'm going to be shaking at the presence of wildlife and the wilderness just on the other side of those bars. And I'm going to try to distract myself with what I know. And what I know is I'm going to agitate the other prisoners. I'm going to educate on the history of labor movements coming together and direct action. I'm gonna inoculate against the guards' retaliation, and I'm gonna organize and be like, okay, so as soon as they open the doors, we rush them. We can use our chains to grab their necks. No, but okay, well. We should still do the plan where we yell very loud if they don't give us proper rations again. Okay? We'll make our ourselves a nuisance without breaking any rules. Okay, cool. We'll.
Right. So, how you spend your time? Got it.
I think.
And you get a prison tattoo.
No, yes.
Okay.
Quarter finished prison tattoo. I think I make friends with the tattoo artist who is hoping to use that skill to pay for any sort of like protection he might need in prison.
I think he's a Bosmer. He tells you he's a smuggler.
Why are you getting? Oh, did you smuggle Imperial stuff? That's why you got transferred.
Well, I got caught by an Imperial patrol in the first place.
So why were you at the other prison?
He wasn't. Oh, sorry. You're still on the boat? Because I had asked how you spend your time in the prison.
Okay, cool.
Right.
That was like on the way there. When I get there, yeah, I get the quarter finished tattoo. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you weren't on the transport with me. There was another. I'm gonna. What's your name?
Tar Heel.
Tar Heel. Hold on. Where's my there we go. Orange notebook. Tar Heel. Okay, Tar Heel. I think the enemy that I hate that I make is a Jean Valjean type character who's like, I've got my eye on you.
You mean like Javert?
Yes, Javert. Yes. Yes. Javert, yes. The guard, and I am up to trouble as I'm trying to like start a workers union. Yeah.
So yeah, on at least one day, one of the guards pulls you aside, says, "I'm watching you, scum," and then proceeds to give you a little bit of a beatdown. Of course, you're fully healed the next day.
Okay. I think I'm going to. Can I roll intimidation to during the beats down?
What? How do you behave that is intimidating while getting your ass
Okay.
kicked?
I think that I hold off on using my healing until he stopped and turned his back, and then I'm going to get up and be like, you hit like my grandma, and she's been dead for 100 years.
Yeah, sure. Roll intimidation.
Okay. And then I'd like it if afterwards some of the other prisoners I talked to arrived around the corner and had my back. So intimidation.
Or at a minimum, watched this happen from
Yeah.
their cells
Yeah.
and gained some respect.
18 plus. I do have proficiency in intimidation. And I think I'm going to say, if I'm scum, you just admitted to spending all your time watching Scum. Why the hell would you do that with your life? Intimidation plus 5, 18 plus 5, 23.
Yeah, you get a couple of yells from behind bars of, like back the fuck off. What did he do? The guard just sort of looks at you, sneers, and brings you back to your cell. He throws you in kind of roughly, but he doesn't finish the beat down back to re-injuring you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay. After about 2 weeks...
Hold on, 1 second.
Okay.
Bosmer Prison.
Tar Heel.
Okay, hold on. 2 weeks? 2 entire weeks to talk to... How many prisoners are there in this place?
You're only let out of your cells about an hour a day.
Okay.
In small groups.
Sure, but you can speak from one cell to the next, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
And that's why I gave you, one person that you made friends with, one person you made an enemy with, and what you spend your time doing. But 2 weeks pass.
Cool. Can I roll persuasion to try to those union campaigns where it's centered a little bit too much on one organizer, and when that organizer gets fired, the whole thing kind of crumbles. That's where I'm at 2 weeks later, and I'm like, you go guys, you got this. I'm like,
So you're trying to roll persuasion to have Tar Heel carry the banner?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
+5 persuasion, come on. I rolled an 8, just like in real life.
Poor Simon.
So I'm hopeful when I'm leaving, and I'm like, they got this, and they don't got this.
Yeah. I mean, thanks to your intimidation check, if you ever end up back in this prison or around the same people that witnessed that one beatdown, then you'll probably have some baseline respect. But
I've got a bit of groundwork. When I come back, I'm like, I know that these guys are interested.
Yeah. You've got at least some progress. But 2 weeks pass, and you get hauled out of your cell. It is by your, you know what? He's a Breton. His name is Javert.
I said Javerius.
Javerius. Okay, yeah, that works.
Breton.
Sorry.
Breton.
Yes. Well, yes. So
It can be Javert, easier to remember.
Yeah. I thought you had said he's like a Javert.
And then I was like, we should call him Javerius.
I missed that. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's all good.
So yeah. So Javert does end up being one of the ones pulling you out of your cell, along with a second guard. Not one of the ones that you've seen around him when he has pulled you out and roughed you up.
Finally. Gosh, it's like you guys can't read any official documents. You should have released me 2 weeks ago.
Shut up, scum, before I shut you up. And the other one rolls their eyes and they say to you, come along quietly before anything escalates.
I'd like to talk to your boss before I'm released.
Well, good news. That's who you're speaking with.
Excellent.
Come on. He brings you up, or they bring you up a few flights of stairs to the office of the Knight Captain for Ebonheart, who I probably should have looked up ahead of time. That's it. Cavortius Albutian.
Cavortius Albutian. Okay. Cavortius. That sounds like... okay. Prison... chief. Cavortius?
Cavortius.
Cavortius. AK.
He looks around and says, my name is spelled with a C. Simple prisoners. He is seated behind his desk. He's a bald man with a goatee, and he gestures at the chair in front of him, which the two guards sort of push you down into.
Can we lose the escorts? If you've been through my papers, you know this conversation should be.
Given how you got
quiet.
here, I'd rather you stay bound and guarded. I don't exactly like imagining myself at the top of your...
You opened it? Oh my... You fucking idiot! This is gonna be your head. Oh my gosh. This was to remain sealed the whole way. Oh.
We've reached out to Caius Cosades. Sorry for the delay. It did take a while for the information to reach someone who recognized that name, given he is a rather high-ranking member of
Yeah,
Emperor's
duh.
Blades.
That should have rang some bells. I'm gonna roll intimidation. I'd like to make him feel.
You can roll deception. You are lying.
This letter was supposed to stay closed the whole time. I didn't say.
And you're trying to convince him.
I didn't say you opened it. I said, did you open this letter? It's a question. I'm okay. Yes.
Sure, roll deception.
Wait, hold on. Did you agree?
I said deception.
Fuck. 12.
He sort of steamrolls past your objections. It does take some time for the sort of information to reach high enough level officers to know placed Blades agents in the region.
Blah blah blah. All right, get me out of here. I've got to get back to proper Imperial work.
To be clear, your pardon from the Emperor was clearly intended for your previous crimes. That paperwork has been confiscated, as I heard reports out of Saint Denis of someone attempting to use release papers to justify continued activity. The package is being returned to you. You are also being returned to Balmora, so you can finish the job you were assigned. Your boat departs in 20 minutes. You will be escorted there.
Okay. I want all of my stuff back, please.
He nods at a chest to the side, which still contains the scratched out word Brasilius on it. Says it's all in there.
I was like, there's no way all of the paintings I had on me.
The ones you stole from that poor Hilalu.
It's very important. It was very important agent business, Imperial agent business. But
You
I
haven't
can't-
completed the first task you were assigned on the island.
That's just the cover, my friend. I'm gonna open and could you let me know? Is there anything missing from my stuff other than what I had?
So, you don't have the rings, you don't have the paintings.
That's fair. That's fair. I never even wrote them. Oh no, I did write down the paintings.
You no longer have your release paperwork.
Okay, so ABCs for barbarians.
Yeah, you have ABCs for barbarians.
2 hunting traps still.
Yep.
Sickle, short sword, hand crossbow.
Mhm.
Ooh, I must have passed the grave ring of healing. What does it do? Free healing potion every day.
Basically, yeah. 1d4. Or 2d4 plus 2. Once per day.
That's 2
sorry, one charge recharges at dawn.
Yes. Cool. Excellent. How much it costs? No, actually, this is really good. Not attunement.
Not attunement.
Keeping it forever. Cool. Insignia of rank. They let me keep that.
Yeah.
The poisoner's kit and the quarter pound of poison mushrooms.
Yeah.
Okay. The 88 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. Cool. Alright, put everything back on.
You were not lying when you left Saint Denis and said you're supposed to give me back all of my stuff. And here's them following up on that.
Okay.
At least this time.
Very, very generous to a. I wonder how many times they can get away with this shit.
Mm-hmm. You are not given the time to change into your armor as of this moment.
I got a head 20 minutes.
The two guards that escorted you into this office, the Captain Cavordius makes a nodding gesture with his hand, with his head, and dismisses you with his hand. The guard that you don't have beef with steps forward, unlocks the shackles between your wrists so that you can carry your own chest, as well as between your ankles, since you are about to leave. But they and Javert do both escort you down to the docks to the waiting ship.
Great.
The ship in question is that there are several large ships, including a few military-looking ones, at the docks, but you were brought to one of the smaller ones, more than a fishing vessel, but clearly intended for river travel. You are then brought onto the ship, which does not have a below decks, and seated with your chest, and you are kept under watch from the two guards until the captain has finished loading cargo onto the ship, receives payment from those two guards, and departs.
Okay. Give me just 1 second, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to cast command swim on Javert when I'm like 60 feet away from him, and I'm gonna do so as like.
I believe there is a verbal component, and they are required to hear it. So
yes.
At 60 feet away.
Javert, fuck you, take us, swim! Wisdom saving throw, please.
Mm-hmm. He jumps right into the bay.
Ooh. All right. I turn around and I get to whatever spot was assigned to me.
Okay. You're sort of sandwiched in between two large crates. You definitely have time to put on your arms and armor. It is about a 7-hour trip. There is one captain and one other employee. The captain is a Nord woman. The other person on the ship looks to be a Nord boy, probably 17, 18 years old.
But this is
Small boat.
Okay.
Trip takes about 7 hours.
Cool. I'd like to roll performance to regale the kid with stories of the glorious revolutions of the past.
Okay.
So, like, I'm basing this a little bit on, like, okay, the first recorded strike in history was in, like, ancient Egypt, right? So I'm guessing that in the world of
Tamriel.
Dunmers Divinity, there's at least one example that I can pull from. Can I roll performance?
Sure.
Cool. 21!
Okay. You are able to recall the Alessian Slave Rebellion, which is a good call considering he is a Nord and probably would have been a little bored if there wasn't some fighting involved.
Yeah, there's gotta be some heroic fighting in the. Okay.
The Empress
Alessian.
This is the founding myth of the First Empire. The human slaves of the elves rebelled against their elven masters, prayed to human deities, and received enough divine intervention to be able to unify and repel the elves from Cyrodiil. Also, the Empress herself married a Minotaur who was a half deity. And
this has a, like, my storytelling of, like, is going to
I think you regale the story of the organizing of it, and the captain of the ship says, "You're not even gonna mention the Minotaur."
I only know how to tell this version of the story as the adult version. There's a lot of jokes, I would imagine, about fucking a Minotaur. Was that a human princess or an elven princess?
She was human, yes.
Okay. Cool.
I'm restraining myself.
Did they have kids?
Mm-hmm.
What did their kids' heads look like?
A Minotaur. The second emperor was a Minotaur.
But how? Okay. The birthing process must have been unpleasant.
There's a reason they call her Saint Alessia. From the Nord captain.
Okay. I'm writing all of this down. This is some freaky lore.
Mm-hmm. We didn't even get into Pelennor Whitestrake, but I don't want to get into Pelennor Whitestrake.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna. Does the young Breton have stars in their eyes by the end of this?
Yeah, the Nord kid is basically glowing with all of this. Especially, he does say, "I have heard aspects of this story before, but most folks tend to focus on the fighting. It's actually kind of interesting to see the groundwork laid around the revolution and not just the war itself."
Yeah. I mean, it didn't just come out of nowhere, you know?
It's even more interesting to hear Alessia spoken of fondly by an elf.
Hey, no. I'm speaking fondly of the spirits of those workers. There's a difference.
You seem a decent sort. For an elf.
I'm gonna sulk after after that. I'm gonna be like, we're done talking.
The ship moves along. You pass into swampier and swampier looking land. You actually see Saint Denis, its lighthouse and its buildings from the ship. It's a little too far of a swim for you to chance it though. It's a decent swim. Do you want to chance it?
I'm in full armor, and I've had time to consider my brashness. And though the idea occurred to me before you suggested it, I do not swim in full armor with my bag full of stuff.
The boat then, a little bit thereafter, turns from off of the Sea of Ghosts up into a river into the island. At this point, the sail gets stowed and oars get brought out. The Nord and, as you found out by now, her son, let's say Ragda and Tholmar, each take a set of oars. Tholmar says, "Hey, elf, if you're so prone on supporting the rights of workers, why don't you take that third set of oars?"
I thought you'd never ask.
Roll athletics to see how much you can help.
8. Sorry, first time on a ship this teeny tiny. So, which one of you is Tholmar?
Tholmar is the son. Ragda is the mother, as you find out.
Okay, cool.
Ragda, you're what? About 30-ish?
Sure.
You didn't have an age written down?
Nope.
Okay. So Ragda is actually only a few years older than you, but given that she's a human, she already has a working age son. But she ends up giving you some shouted instruction. She's 2 seats ahead of you, but is still able to tell what you're doing wrong and is working to get you in rhythm. Roll a second d20 so that you add advantage essentially.
3 plus my 4 in athletics. That's 7.
So that's actually worse. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't quite pick up the hang of ship life.
Mm-mm.
That's okay.
If I'd known, I'd have gotten proficiency in. Wouldn't have changed anything. Anyways.
You continue rowing up the river Odai. There are dramatic cliffs and large stone arches that bridge the way across, as well as a few wooden bridges. You see an encampment of workers carrying what seem to be quite large eggs out of a hole in the ground. A mine, not just a literal hole. Further past that, eventually, you see a stone wall crossing the river on each side. Yet again, a different choice of architecture. Things here almost look naturally grown. You see no marks in which things were hewn from stone. It seems as if this place was carved entirely by magic. Perhaps summoned and then carved down with magic. Very smooth and organic looking stonework. The ship is brought into the riverside docks, which are quite small, and the stores are unloaded. A Dunmer, once again wearing the golden scales badge that you saw from the Halalu Canton, begins speaking with Ragna about quantity and items contained within, and Ragna pays the Dunmer woman her docking fee. There is a nearby Halalu guard. At least one can assume that that is what they are. They're wearing large.
A halalu guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
So not an ordinator. They're.
I'm gonna kneel down to Folmar and say.
He is 18 years old and also taller than you.
18 years old. Okay, got it. I'm gonna from the docks lean down to where Folmar is and say, "Hey, thank you for picking up on the rowing when I wasn't doing really well. You're a good coworker." I'm gonna toss him a gold piece.
He says, well, if you really want to thank me, help me unload this cargo.
Let's go, athletics. 17 this time.
Okay, yeah. You're
carrying things, it's easier than learning a whole new
You help Ragna, Tholmar, and Bolmar unload the ship. Not all the cargo is coming off here. The river does continue. But Ragna, when you're done, says, "Stick to dry land, lad."
I will. The soil of my ancestors.
Tholmar says, "Actually, this land once belonged to the Nords," and Ragna sort of puts a hand on his shoulder and
I'm like, damn, I didn't know that. Can I fact check that?
roll intelligence.
Can I check that?
Roll
again?
history, yeah.
Okay. I've got a -1 history, so it's 13. Unclear?
As far as you're aware, this is where Dunmer come from.
Okay, well, it's still the soil of my ancestors. At some point, it was their soil.
Ragnar says, don't mind Tholmar. He's a bit taken up with Nordic history, but the two of them get back on their boat and continue northward along the river Odai. So, you are in Balmora. You have, let's see, Ragnar actually ends up paying you a couple of silver for the assistance. Let's see. It's not much.
I was actually looking at the hiring costs, expenses, so I can tell you what.
She basically pays you back about half of what the Legion paid her to transport you, which is 1 gold.
Cool. I look at the 1 gold piece, and I look at the tip that I gave him, and I'm like, he did most of the work, so that's fair. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Yeah, so if you're interested, a coach cab is 3 copper pieces per mile between towns.
Yeah, and a ship is 1 silver piece per mile.
Ooh, ship's passage. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. They paid 23 silver pieces.
Oh yes, I forgot. I forgot you made an entire map with distances between cities.
Simon, you fool!
I'm sorry. I tried to mansplain the.
Way ahead of you.
I forgot which day of the week is it here in Morrowind?
It's Morndas.
It's Morndas. Okay, cool. So fine. I hate Morndas. I hate Morndas. Okay, cool. I walk up to the Halalu and I cross my arms.
The guard or the person that was going over the manifest with Ragna?
The person who was going over the manifest.
Okay.
That's the person wearing the Halalu.
The Halalu pin?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. Oh, you're not here for me. Bye. And I leave.
Okay. So you find yourself in the business district of Balmora. Around you are a variety of stalls, merchants. You see a bookseller, a tailor, an alchemist shop, several traders, pawnbrokers. You also see two buildings quite close together, in fact mirroring each other. One with an image of an eye that has like blue glowing lamps, and the one right next to it has a shield with two swords crossed over it.
The guilds. Well, I was gonna go into a tavern to look for quests and some companions, but I'm gonna walk into the Mages Guild. Mages Guild, and I'm like, hello, is there a quest giver here? Is there a board where I can pick up some work?
You see a woman seated at a small desk, Dunmer, with like dark, almost purple black hair, shot through with a few streaks of gray, wearing a simple blue robe. But she looks up at you and says, "Are you a mage? The Fighters Guild is next door."
I am going to show my holy symbol and my quarterstaff, and say, I dabble.
And you're interested in joining, or are you already a member?
I would probably need to join to get some quests. So, joining, please.
20 gold fee to be paid annually. What is your name?
Gladius.
You're a Dunmer. What's your real name?
Gladius.
Your name is Sword.
Yeah, well, yes. Would I make this up?
I suppose not. She writes it down in the book, holds her hand out. Thank you very much. Thank you for guild dues have been accepted for Gladius on the 18th of Rain's Hand in the year of our Emperor 323.
Today's a morn dusk, in case you need to write that down.
She nods and says, "Morn das. Yes, good. Very clever." She points and says, "There's a guild supply chest if you are in need of assistance. bear in mind that while your guild fees are to assist in covering the raw materials of those, you are also expected to contribute to the production of potions and scrolls as needed by your fellow guild members. We have enchanting services as well as alchemical services for individualized potions should you need them. I personally have no tasks for anyone under the rank of journeyman. However, you may be able to ask around for someone willing to perform tasks to earn you credit.
Give me the journeyman tasks.
I think I'll pass for now, associate.
Yes. Do you have a recommendation of where I should look?
Check downstairs.
I thought that. Yeah, I didn't realize. Do you have like a map of the hierarchy, something like that?
She does bustle through her papers for a moment. She says, you are currently at the rank of associate. The next level up from that is apprentice and then journeyman. Once you've shown sufficient skill and commitment to the guild, you will be offered promotion, thus giving you access to more skills, more services, and more difficult quests.
Can I have a badge of associate of the guild?
She does so.
Yay! Excellent, thank you. I'm gonna look. I'm also going to say, if I work with a team. Okay, how do I form a team?
Well, generally, if you are able to secure funding and convince others to join in your research, then you can feel free to do so at any point. However, the Arcane University doesn't listen to funding proposals from anyone below the rank of wizard. But if you can secure it on your own, as soon as you'd like.
Oh yeah. What's the going rate to hire other associates?
More than you could afford, but if you convince them to travel with you,
That's fair. Yeah.
we are all free associates. There is nothing binding most of us here. As the guild steward, I am one of those exceptions. Of course.
Okay. Well, I'm going to both look for a quest and allies. Do you want me to roll investigate and insight or something else?
No need. There are a few members of the Mages Guild here. I prepped for this. So you have met Rhaenys Athris, who is a Dunmer. Above you, you run into a Bosmer woman, a little taller than you, called Galbadir. She's wearing very, very, very fine robes and has a number of soul gems arrayed out. She's very easy to get talking. She mentions that she is doing research into the augmentation of soul gem capacity. A subject that...
Have a good day. Bye-bye. This is unethical and they will poison you. They're slightly radioactive, so you're gonna get all sorts of diseases if you keep working on those.
As you descend into the rest of the Mages Guild Hall, which is mostly underground, it's sort of built into a hill.
Gladius has a stronger version for soul gems and does not know how enchantment is done.
By the way, from the supply chest, you're able to retrieve a scroll of divine intervention and and a scroll of cure common, a potion of cure common disease.
Cool. I'm gonna leave the potion of cure disease in there for somebody else.
Okay.
Scroll of divine intervention. That's lovely.
Okay. As you head downstairs.
Scroll of evade the law.
Please note at least D or A so that I know where that will take you.
I've written it down as scroll.
As divine intervention.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I wasn't certain if you were actually calling it evade the law. Your notes.
That's fair. That is a fair assessment of something I would do while I'm playing Gladius.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. Do you go downstairs as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I go away from that lady.
Okay. Downstairs you can see a variety of workstations. It seems as if there are many members of the guild, but people sort of come and go. You can see there's sort of a working area that has a number of spell components arrayed neatly and labeled in drawers, as well as books on a wide variety of subjects. The easiest to decipher of the titles is The Vagaries of Magica, Volume 32.
I don't know some of these words.
But there are spell scribing stations and magical inks, some of which operate on some kind of magically infused coin-based system where when you insert a gold coin, it's able to magically produce an equivalent amount of ink.
Cool.
But the well is dry unless a coin is inserted. There is a brief descriptor next to the inkwell, written in both Cyrodiilic and also Daedric.
Which one? I believe...
Common is Cyrodiilic.
Yeah. I believe I've only got Common and Elvish.
Okay.
Is Elvish... what?
Elvish is going to be Dunmers.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Down here you do only see three individuals. One of whom is an orc, one is a Breton, and one is appears to be a cat.
Okay.
I'm sure they're a normal cat.
May I ask for... Okay, that's a lot of NPCs. May I ask for the quest before the description of the character who gives it, or no? Okay, never mind. Cool. I'm gonna go talk to the cat.
Okay, you're gonna talk to the cat first.
Oh, you look so cute.
She swipes at your hand and says out loud, "Who's so cute? Excuse me?"
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened to you?
What happened? What happened? Mussolini, can you believe this? Mussolini sort of nods and says, "Yeah, Sajira, it happens once a week."
Oh, your name's Jira. That is lovely. Nice to meet you. I'm Gladius. I apologize for causing offense.
You got your Dunmer dust all over me. Ugh.
Do I have prestidigitation to... No. I'm gonna... Can I minor illusion the smell of catnip?
guess.
Just as a perfume that I have to make myself be more.
Sure.
Cool. Minor, do you need me to roll for nature to remember what it smells like? Or persuasion?
You roll nature.
Okay, cool. Oh, it's intelligence based. 18.
Okay. The smell begins rolling off of you in waves, and you see her nose flare up a few times, and she says, are you some sort of alchemist then? It smells like you have some raw ingredients on you.
I do have some raw ingredients. I'm just going to open the pouch, and it has a bunch of poison stuff.
I see you've got violet copernus, some bungler's bane. Excellent.
I'm looking for a quest.
I have the authority to issue those. If you already have some experience in collection, I tell you what, if you can leave those samples with me, as well as collect some luminous russula and hyphaephasia, then perhaps I could log this as an official quest in our books. If you come back with gold canettes, stoneflower petals, willow anther, and heather, then we'll make it 2. I'm willing to write the list down.
Thank you. I didn't want to ask whether or not you could write.
She twitches her tail, and a mage hand appears, picking up a quill.
That's what I assumed. I am going to make my mage hand appear and say, "Nice working with you," and I'm gonna shake her mage hand.
She flicks an ear and has the mage hand pass over a list before it begins back at the hard work of grinding down herbs in a mortar and pestle.
Can I have herbalist's kit be my kit of the day?
Sure.
Cool. Okay.
There is also a sort of rent-a-kit section of the workstations that has herbalist kits, poisoner's kits, anything else that could be associated with.
Do I pay for it?
It's a rent-a-kit. You got to bring it back.
Okay, cool.
You log your name with as you take it out, but you can return it. It's also got calligrapher's tools.
Borrowed from mages.
It's like a library.
Oh yes. Very, very good. Hey, what? It's level 4, the divine intervention, or 3?
Divine intervention is a level 3 spell scroll.
Okay.
You're about to sell this.
No.
You did just sign up for a plant collecting mission.
I know. 960 gold pieces. Nice. Cool.
Okay.
It's also a very good item that will definitely save my life down the line. I was just curious.
And for the record, if you want to reserve any either potions or spell scrolls or enchanted items, you can feel free to do so with Ajira or Galbadir here.
Okay.
If there's anything specific you're looking for.
Algira, if I drank a potion of growth and then I drink another potion of growth, will I be huge?
The spell effects would have to be distinct to interact with each other in such a way. So it would depend if they were off-the-shelf potions of growth. Most likely not. However, if they had different alchemical recipes, it is a potential. Perhaps if instead of using the standard Nettlebane ingredient, it was substituted for something else? The mage hand begins like scrolling through several books, some of which get pulled off of the shelves.
Never mind, those are too expensive.
She looks fully engrossed in this theoretical question that you've posed, and is at this point completely ignoring you in favor of doing some research.
Yeah, I'm not gonna reserve anything right now.
Okay.
Can't really afford anything right now. Cool. Do I know where to find all of the things that she needs me to find? Do I know those names of those plants? What they look like?
Roll nature and give me 2 minutes to come back with the recipe.
Shit. No, it's working. Cool.
Okay.
It's working.
So first of all, your engraved ring of healing, the engraving on it, on the inside of the band says Brasilius, to keep you safe overseas. So probably pretty unlikely to be Fargoth's ring.
Well, this is somebody wanting to keep her invader lover safe, and I have very little qualms in using it for myself.
Okay, so you have spoken to Ajira, you've spoken to Galbadir, Massalini is also nearby.
Ajira is the cat.
Yes, Ajira. She's an Alfiq Khajiit.
A deer. You're a deer. Ajira. I think her nickname in Gladius's brain is a deer.
Do you say that to her face?
No.
Okay.
But I will forget Ajira and remember a deer, and I'll just try to say it quickly. Okay.
Cool. There is
cool.
one other person still located in the guild. Do you want to try speaking with them?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm also going to ask around if there's some mages that want to get some field experience, rise through the ranks.
So, the last person is a half-orc who is busy and bustling at an alchemical station as well. How do you open?
Hello.
No interruptions!
Have a good day.
I said leave me alone!
I leave, okay.
You do a little bit get the vibe that everyone here is an inside person. Ajira is an alchemist. You have your enchanter who is wearing very nice clothes, and then the last person, Massalini. You can try asking.
I don't know. Is that the crystal?
Massalini had been speaking with Ajira. They're
Who's Massalini?
Massalini is a Breton woman. She's standing near a platform with sigils inscribed on it. She has sort of mousy brown hair and a plain green robe.
Okay. you? Do you have any work?
I'm working at my post. She has a book in her hand.
Sounds like you don't want to be.
Well, the pay's good.
Sure, but is this what you sound like you'd rather be on the road, adventuring?
I don't know what I want. This is a good, steady job. Do you want guild guide services?
What is that?
I can transport you to Vivek, Aldrun, or Sadrith Mora, or Caldera for a fee.
Oh, very nice. Maybe later.
Okay.
Um,
Perception check?
yeah. $17.
The book she is reading is not magical text. It is instead the let's see. It is the sorcerer and his wife, and it has a like a ripped Altmer with his shirt unbuttoned down to here, and a Breton woman hanging on his side, looking up at him wistfully.
Okay. When does your shift end?
I work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
I'm gonna be like, no dating a coworker, and
Probably don't want to end up in a situation where you piss off a guild guide.
yeah, the one who can teleport me where he wants. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go look for some plants.
Okay, cool.
I rolled 11 nature.
Where did my phone go? Alright.
11 nature.
So you, with an 11, are aware that the mushrooms listed tend to like humid areas near either brackish or fresh water, and that the flowers listed tend to like somewhat dry land, or dry-ish land with steady rainfall. So maybe won't show up in the same areas, but both of those climates seem relatively close to where you are.
But I don't have to leave the city to.
Oh, you absolutely will have to leave the city.
So I'm gonna go to the the Fighters Guild.
Okay.
Can we stop here for today?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Stars and wishes.
Star.
I don't want to go out into the wilderness. Are you kidding me? It's like that's where all of the beasties are.
And the poisonous mushrooms.
And the poisonous mushrooms. Like I got these by using detect poison and just moving around the city. I don't know why you want it. You can get perfectly good poisons inside the city.
Yeah, when you're in a swamp.
You
Balmora
don't
is a little
need-
more civilized.
I think my star has to be that like your willingness to like adapt and bounce, and to like you're still pushing me, or rather like using the opportunities of Morrowind to be like, now go into the wilderness, and I'm like, no, and you're willing to like work with me on a lot of stuff. I'm hoping that there's a Fighters Guild quest that takes me with a full contingent of protectors around the city, and specifically the places where I can find those plants, and hope that's how I get promoted. My wish is for a quest with a fully armored. That's my wish. Fully armored contingents to.
What do you think your actual odds are for getting an escort to your Fighters Guild mission?
It's an escort mission, and they are not taking any chances. They're sending everyone.
What do you think your odds are here?
Hey, I'm not saying the odds are good. I'm just saying that's my wish. You can fulfill my wish, or you can't.
Okay.
What do I have for you?
The star, I do love the role play opportunities that you always jump on. So like, it helps me as a GM to know like what to prepare, because yeah, if I'm putting you on a boat, you're probably a lot more likely to have fun interacting with the workers on the boat than you would be just saying, okay, and now you're in Balmora.
Yes. Like, I jump at those opportunities, and like, I love that you gave me a little bit of lore of, like, if you'd, like, I love that you gave me a little bit of lore, and also like the opportunity to reflect and to be like, oh, but you're an elf. You were on the, like, your people were on the side of the slavers, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm telling I can still like be like rooting for the like strikers, the rebels. Yeah, wish.
Wish for you to leave the city walls. I have a little bit put you here specifically on purpose, because while there is a river, there is not regular river boats coming through here. Like, you arrived on a river boat, but there are not that many coming through. The only other access in and out of here is the guild guides, the Silt Strider, and foot.
I'm gonna go to an alchemist shop, and I'm gonna buy all of the ingredients that I need, and I'm gonna say I collected them. Okay, your wish is, hey, you know what? It looks like our wishes are aligned. You just need to give me a quest. Go out of town.
Can you give me a star?
Second star is going to be the opportunity to like to interact with those workers and everything. But I think the first one was you adapt and bounce like very easily to my whims of like Mage's Guilds, you know. You already have it all prepared, and so like you barely need to improvise, but I still love all of the improv that you do with like the inside person types at the Mage's Guild, for example. Yeah, so 2 stars.
Hell yeah.